You're watching the Cowboys Report. I am Tom Downey. It's a mailbag. All of your questions answered via Super Chat, live Q&A, or via Super Thanks. Those do come in, but we begin with some Super Chats. Maddox Bats first up here. Will the Cowboys make a trade? O-line, wide receiver, DT, cornerback. Good spots I'd consider. I'm not going to get my hopes up. Jerry says they're not interested. I think they would want to go big, and going big is too expensive for them, so it's that weird dichotomy. I would not get my hopes up, but I'd be calling a lot more than I know that organization is. Jonathan C. Get C.J. Henderson or Byron Jones back. Henderson is more plausible, I think, from an availability standpoint. Like, I don't think he's very good. He hasn't been so good so far in his NFL career, so kind of not sold on that one. Byron Jones is not healthy. Because of that, he's not really an option, but it would be fun. From Mark Havaspain, Vander Esch is looking like the Vander Esch of old to me. Do you mean first year Vander Esch or like the next 2 years? I think you mean first 2 years. I think he's been pretty solid. There are a couple times he takes the wrong gap, but if you really study any linebacker, they all do that, so it's okay. I do think he's been steady enough at this point from Vander Esch. Jonas Simpson. Oh, sorry. Actually, Anthony Barr has been more concerning for me. Sorry, I meant to add that one in there. Jonas Simpson. Thanks. Go trade for a top-tier cornerback to play opposite of Diggs. Like Brown gives. I like Brown, but he gives up a lot of big plays. Can see Stephon Gilmore if the Colts keep losing. Not a bad name to consider. The Colts are doing some weird stuff where they're going to shop some players, and that makes it interesting. Or like they're making Sam Ehlinger the start of the rest of the year. Kind of interesting situation from that standpoint. So we'll wait and see. Gilmore, though, could be a fun name to at least consider if the Colts keep losing, but they're out of time for playing games. They got one more. Then it's trade deadline time. I'd at least call. Jonas was a super thanks, by the way. YouTube has added super thanks, allowing you to donate outside of live video. So if you're watching this on demand, click the thanks icon. We appreciate your support. Any super thanks equals a shout-out. From Cool Sharky, trade Tolbert and a pick for both Denzel Mims and Elijiah Moore. It's a fun idea. You'd have to move a pretty premium pick, though, to get Elijiah Moore. The Jets are not going to give him away. You're talking probably at least a second-round pick for Elijiah Moore and Denzel Mims in exchange for Tolbert. I think adding Tolbert is a good idea to get some value out of that since he's not doing anything for you right now. Still carries value. But to get Elijiah Moore, I think you'd have to move a very premium pick, and that's not what the Cowboys' MO has been in recent years. I'm sure we'll get plenty of ideas in the comment section here. So name one for me, a player that is, who you want the Cowboys to go out and trade for. Drop that player name at the pinned comments on today's video. So if the ad break comes here on YouTube, take advantage of it. Head down there and let me know the player you want the Cowboys to trade for. Another super thanks from Austin Carey. This one came in before the game, so we won't spend too much time on it, but as promised, show him some love. Which Dak are we getting? He's had great games and bad games. We'll have a receiving core to help him. I don't want to see Week 1 Dak again. Obviously, we did not get Week 1 Dak, thank goodness. Didn't get early 2021 Dak either, but we got good enough Dak against the Lions. Hopefully, he gets better as he gets more reps. $5 super chat time from Lee Macho. Tom, what's a bigger issue? Dak's throwing. I think you mean Zeke's running. It's a hilarious typo to make it Zelda. Thanks, autocorrect. Or CeeDee's drops. Week 1, yes. Right now, can I go option D, Kellen Moore play calling? I thought he was bad. I thought he was bad that week. So I'm going to go Kellen's play calling there. Andrew Summers, a $5. That's some beer cheers we'll get to in a little bit. Steelers versus Eagles and Saints versus Raiders are going to beat your teams, Chugs. F Chugs, hashtag sorry Wrens. Steelers, I don't know about the Saints Raiders. That, by the way, is a must-win game for both those teams. I think Eagles beat the Steelers, though. Dwayne Porter, $5. Glad that you are alive, Tom. Yesterday was rough. For those of you that don't know, I had food poisoning Saturday night to Sunday. Did the live watch party anyway. It was not great, but I'm feeling much better today. Thank you, Dwayne. $20 from Lawrence Coleman. Why not? We'll do it right now. Let's ride. A $20 piece. That's a shot. Lawrence knows the deal. Let's do one right now on the mailbag cut. Bottoms up to you, Lawrence. Cheers to you. From Mark Havaspain, I don't see a $38 million difference between Cooper Rush and Dak Prescott. Jeremy, stop trolling. I think if you would take most backup quarterbacks and try to piece together all the different monetary amounts, it's not always going to come out is there I'll put it to you this way too at the same time. Is there a 5 or whatever it is, $5, $6, $7 million difference between Dak and Kyler Murray? The answer is yes, in favor of Dak. That's how contracts tend to go. I will say this, Mark. What Dak did against the Lions, competition level acknowledged, was better than anything Rush had done in any of his starts this year. Dak played well. Don't let the bad run game and play calling and offense line. The bad run game I should refer to specifically short yardage. They were surprisingly bad there. They get that back on track. They drop 30-plus against the Lions pretty easily. Eric Freeman, the defense is great, but the offense will hold the boys back unless they improve. Also, yes, you can't have 3 points and a half against the Lions. There's a lot of blame to go around there. Offensive line, your quarterback, the short yardage stuff I mentioned in our pre-show build-up. 6 chances to run the football. They ran out on all 6, by the way. 3rd and 2 or 2nd and 2 or shorter, and they went 2 for 6. They were at 100% after 5 weeks. So to go 2 of 6 is shockingly bad, and I think will regress to the mean, and they'll be much better. That's how their drives ended. That's how they went 3 and out for the first time in years, and it was because they had a 2-yard gain on 2nd and 10, a sack on 3rd and 8. 3rd and 1, they lose 2 yards on a Zeke handoff. So I think that will regress a little bit, and it will regress to the mean, and they'll be better in that area. And your play calling's got to be better too. But I agree. The results of the offense has to be better. What I'm looking towards is 0, 3, 7, 14 points scored per quarter is really good growth. From Mark, what's up with Tolbert? I know he's rookie, but Manny's been a no-show. Tom, your eval on him was off, it seems. Shame on you as my beat on the 22nd. Everyone type in HBD for Mark. Yeah, I'm very disappointed by Jalen Tolbert. I was high on him. And so far, yeah, definitely off on that one. Pretty disappointing there. I don't know what's going on. He's just not getting any chances, any snaps, any reps, which I don't have a great reasoning for why. Maybe they just – I just don't think the staff likes him that much. He's behind for whatever reason. Not going to write him out yet. He's only a third-round pick after all. But the last third-round pick for the Cowboys, Deshaun Wright, also didn't turn out all that great. Today's show is made possible by BetUS, or I should say hasn't turned out that great yet. $100 down gets you a 125% deposit bonus. Chatsports.com/bet. Promo code Cowboys125 gets you a 125% deposit bonus. Chatsports.com/bet. Promo code Cowboys125. Some adjustments in the odds. Eagles odds have gone up. Cowboys odds have gone up. And the Giants odds have gone down. They're now plus 750. I'm sure Marshall Green hates that. Type in F. Marshy. Commanders also exist. Do not bet on them, even though they might be better with Taylor Heineke than Carson Wentz, which also is not great for them. That's chatsports.com/bet. Promo code Cowboys125. From Sippy the Sloth. Why is there still salt about Dak's price tag when the market is now even higher at this point? It's a bargain. Because there is a segment of the fan base who, for various reasons, just that is one of them, Jeremy, never liked Dak. They were never on board, and they never want to pay him. But you're also right, Sippy. And this is the way the market is. It is the longer you wait, the higher it is. Dak is now getting paid less per year than quarterbacks like Kyler Murray and Derek Carr and Deshaun suspended Watson, who have not done anything in their NFL careers to show that they are more valuable than Dak beyond they were higher draft picks, all 3 of them there. That is the way the market works. It's only getting higher as long as Dak is healthy, and that is a qualifier I do feel the need to attach. It's been fine, because I'm worried about long-term about the injuries there. Andrew Summers, if the offense sputters Sunday, think Kellen Moore is gone, F. Chugs. I would be shocked if they fired Kellen Moore midseason. That's not the Cowboys' way of doing business in recent years. I would be pretty stunned if they did that. I think Mike's had a bit more influence in the offense, and we'll see if that continues. But I don't foresee Kellen Moore getting fired midseason. Now, the Cowboys play the Bears this week, and we are roughly, there's some rounding there, 7,000 subscribers away from catching the Bears YouTube channel. Not our Bears channel here at Chat Sports, the actual Bears YouTube channel. I would love to catch them. Wouldn't that be something, beating one of the premier NFL teams historically in YouTube subscribers? Hit that big red button and subscribe. Help us get there right now. Dwayne Porter trade Tristan Hill, Bohanna, and a fifth for Travis Jones from the Ravens, and then sign Ndamukong Suh. That will shore up the run D in the middle. Watch Jones versus the Giants, very powerful young man. I'm actually less worried about your interior run stoppers, and it's your edges and your linebackers. Anthony Barr takes bad angles sometimes. LV's been okay there. Your corners are not great run stoppers, which, they're corners. Honestly, outside of Tank Lawrence, your edge defenders are not great run stoppers. Micah's great at linebacker, but he's a bit underweighted to be a full-time edge stopper. That's fine because he's awesome. But Dorrance Armstrong, who's been great as a pass rusher this season, not been great as a run stopper. I'm down for signing Suh. A bit weird. No one signed him yet. I think money's the issue there. Ravens will not trade Travis Jones for a fifth and 2 defensive tackles. You're right. Jones played great against the Giants. He's been a good run stopper this year. He's also playing a lot of snaps for a potential playoff team. Spent a third-round pick on him. They will not give him away. From Mark, why are we considering Odell? Gallup and Tolbert have been no-shows. Is Gallup overrated or injured? Not a Dak fan, but he needs more playmakers. I appreciate that, Mark. $5. Thank you very much. I think you mean why are we not considering Odell? Yeah, Gallup's been he's back, but he's not back. You know what I mean? Like, he's not 100% there. Is Gallup overrated or injured? I think he's just not quite all the way back yet. Tolbert's just, you're right, he's been the no-show, unfortunately, this year. Once Odell's healthy, November, December, yeah, I consider it at that point. From Roy Williams, I assume the safety. Trade for Marcus Peters and move AB to slot corner. I don't know if I want Marcus Peters on this team. I think if you didn't have Trevon Diggs, I'd have more interest in Peters, who has been solid enough this year. He hasn't been the same playmaker he was in his prime. I do think coming off the injury, Peters is not quite what he was, in his career with KC or his most recent year with the Ravens. But Peters and Diggs play similar games where they might get beat and allow big plays, but they normally make a bunch of big plays. I don't know if I want 2 of those guys. I think I go a different direction in terms of finding another piece at the cornerback spot. But if you want to call what the cost is, sure, he's a bit expensive base salary-wise, though, I think. Stargazer, what do we do with Tarell Basham? It's a good question. Can shop him via trade? Bring him back off the injured reserve list. Like, you go 6 deep at edge. You don't need Basham. And honestly, I don't want to cut into Sam Williams' snaps right now. He's been too good as a pass rusher in year 1 in that DPR role. So I don't want to cut into his snaps. I would shop Basham once he's healthy, which he should be soon. From Big Baller Brent, should Dallas trade for Cam Akers? Why? You do need an RB3 technically, since Rico Dowdle's on IR, but Akers is not a special teamer. And to be blunt, since that ACL or that Achilles injury, Cam Akers has been bad. When I put the numbers together for a different video we did on a different channel, actually, good job grabbing this one, Chugs, I was surprised at how bad Akers has been since that ACL or that Achilles tear. No explosive runs, 1 for 14, that's it. Poor averages. He has not been that good. And if you believe the reports of what the Rams offered, they are not valuing him very highly at this point. So when it comes to trades, will the Cowboys make one? 1 for yes, 0 for no. Get those predictions in right now for me in the comments section. From Mark, again, thank you, Mark. What's up with linebacker Jabril Cox? He's supposed to be a steal. Yeah, he's not playing right now at all. And Damone Clark's coming back soon, too. Should be this week, by the way. The Cowboys aren't playing other linebackers. They just, I guess, don't feel comfortable with the backups. I'm not sure what's going on there, but I'm disappointed so far. Justice Baca says 6 first-round picks for Mike Tomlin. No, that's way too much. There's maybe a couple quarterbacks worth 6 first-round picks, not a head coach. And finally, from Andres Gonzalez, it's about stuff in the question here. Trade for Robert Quinn, Tyler Lockett, T. Higgins, Jalen Waddle, Xavier Howard, Budda Baker. Okay, I'll go rapid fire here to wrap things up. Robert Quinn, possible, but I don't know if you want to go with another edge. You're fine there. Minka Fitzpatrick, not available. Tyler Lockett, not available. T. Higgins, not available. Jalen Waddle, not available. Xavier Howard, not available. And Budda Baker, probably not available. Those teams, Seattle, Cincinnati, Dolphins, and the Cardinals, are contenders. They're not going to shop. Pittsburgh just paid Minka. They're not going to trade him either. Last question from Jeremy Chugs' burner. Trade for Isaiah Simmons and watch Dan Quinn conduct a defensive masterpiece. Hashtag babymaker, hashtag fresh cut Chugs. I would love Isaiah Simmons on the Cowboys. Cardinals aren't going to trade him, though, but I would love that. Trust me.